Welcome to From Loneliness to Overflow with Matina. I'm your host, a holistic healing coach, divorce recovery coach, and a passionate advocate for personal growth and your guide on the journey to healing. This podcast is for those who are struggling with the feelings of loneliness, disconnection, feeling stuck, and who are ready to discover their inner potential and live a life overflowing with love and connection. Inside, we are going to explore the path from pain to transformation, bridging the gap between loneliness and abundance through heartfelt conversations, spirituality, energy work, and self-awareness. So let's get started on this soulful journey together. Welcome to another episode from Loneliness to Overflow with Matina. Today, the topic is the duality around connectedness and individualism. How are we all connected and how are we fighting to be seen differently, to feel worthy, to feel that we are compatible of showing up in ways that we haven't even thought we could? See, this world really has created so many ways where we are on one side competing and the other side we are one. Because when you look at many different religions, they talk about oneness. They talk about how we're all interconnected. And yet when you look in this 3D world, it's mostly about competing, showing that you're better than. But what if you don't need to show that? What if it's not about that at all? It actually is about you seeing and valuing yourself, your growth, your compatibility with you. Because what I have come to learn, the more and more that I am exploring and discovering my own spirituality, is that yes, I am connected. And yes, I was taught and believed, truly believed, that I needed to compete to showcase my worth, to prove it in whichever other capacity. Yet, by deepening my own practice, I have come to the understanding that my competition is with no one else, is actually with understanding my thoughts, transmuting my thoughts, transcending these thoughts into the actions and the life that I say I desire. There's so much richness in being able to showcase your own worth, your own abilities and capabilities. But my goodness, is there so much more power in the connectedness that we all behold? We all come from this beautiful source, this connectedness of God, universe, light, whatever you believe in. I believe in God, so this is why I am referring to God. And in this connectedness, I recognize that when I like someone, I'm actually liking a part of myself that I know I have in me. When I dislike someone, I am actually judging the part that is comparable inside of me or that I have learned to completely disconnect with. It's so mind-boggling when we learn that we must change our negative behaviors and ways and speech and all of this. And yes, there is a journey to discover what else is possible if I'm not negative about something. Yet, why are you negative in the first place? Explore that. Explore, what am I feeling? What is my feeling telling or signaling to my body? How is that message or that behavior connected with an experience I might have had in the past, knowingly or unknowingly, that I'm still holding on to? And in that is the disconnect. In that is where we get stuck in this duality of proving how good we are to the world. Dear, you're already good enough. You are already enough. There's nothing that you need to say or do to prove that. Now, with our own thoughts, with our own belief systems, the way that we live life, the question comes, what am I feeding? How can I live in this connectedness with the world and challenge myself enough to get to the other side of things, to see a different perspective, to come to love the parts that I judge myself for and I also judge others for? I'll give you an example here. I value honesty. It's a value system for me. So when someone is not honest or they are withholding the full truth, and I get to know that, I get very judgmental. And then I have to stop. And then I have to feel, what am I feeling right now? Oh, I'm feeling angry. Okay, what is making me feel angry? Oh, this person told me the half truth and they weren't honest about things. Okay, where in my life have I felt that before? Oh, you know what? When I was younger, that's when I felt that I was not receiving the full truth. And that younger can mean like literally a few years ago. It can mean like in your childhood too. It doesn't matter when it was, it actually matters that you identify. Then sit with yourself. Feel into that moment of your life when you were also not told the full truth and how that made you feel in that. So every time this happens for me, I pause, I reflect, and think back to, when did I feel this way last? And I sprinkle compassion and care for myself. Now, this can be through journaling, this can be through a voice note, this can be through talking with a dear friend. It doesn't matter how you do it, it matters that you do it. So, how can you, for the things that you feel disconnected with, or the things that you feel very judgmental about, provide yourself with quality questions? When was the last time I felt this way? What occurred in that situation? How did I respond into it? How did I actually want it to respond? And I didn't. How did I listen to myself? And how did I not listen to myself? These quality questions will help you get a better understanding of the landscape that you are creating inside of you. That landscape is no one else's. No one else lives in your mind. No one else is feeling the feelings that you are feeling. No one else is thinking the way that you are thinking. So no one else has the answer for you as they are discovering their own journey. So in that they are discovering their own journey, you are on your own path, you can feel the connectedness and individualism of yourself. Now, what is so magical is when you step into your own spiritual path and you are discovering things like a little child just playing with different things. this one makes me feel this way. That's interesting. That I want to do more of that. This one I did not feel connected to. That's okay. I can let that go and try something different. But when you give yourself that freedom of choice, what ends up happening is the things that you said you had no time for, you will naturally create time for. The things that you said you disliked, you will naturally start understanding why you dislike them, how you can shift that, how you can bring a different perspective into your own landscape, and then move forward with more clarity. This is so powerful because it gives you freedom. Freedom to be, to choose, to create, to love. Our spiritual journeys are not linear. They go left, right, center, up, down, high, lows, all of it. And that's how it's meant to be. And we're not meant to judge what is good and what is bad, what is right and what is wrong. We're actually meant to witness what is present in our own psyche, in our own landscape. And when you become highly aware of this, now you can choose. Now you can become the child with the Lego system and who's trying to maneuver different things, build different ways, so you can create the beautiful, beautiful world that you want to live in for yourself. And again, I will say this again, it is not a linear path. You will go through ups and downs, left and right, feel connected, feel disconnected, feel good, feel bad. But what if there's no good and bad, right or wrong? What if there's not even a linear path? There is no one on this planet who can say, oh, I felt peaceful all my life, every single day, from the second I was born. No one can say that. Because as a human, we are meant to have a big, different experience when it comes to our emotional bodies. We can look at a similar picture or a movie, and that movie or the picture is going to evoke different experiences inside of us. It's going to help us remember different things about our lives. It's going to help us feel into how that person on the movie set would have felt when they were doing that scene. And you can, even though you're not in it, you can feel it. That's the power of a movie. When you look at a picture, you can notice different things. And when you do that same exercise with your friend, what do you notice? What do I notice? And we write it down. I promise you, it's going to be different. And if it's similar, then the story is, what do you see in that? Her story and your story, or his story and your story is going to be different. This is why the silly games when you are whispering someone, okay, the man did this and did that and went here, and then the next person whispers to the next person and the next person and the next person. And then at the end of that row, the story is completely different. Why? Because we notice different facts. We notice different communication. And that's what makes us unique. That's what makes you not competing with others, but actually understanding your own landscape so that you can be led by the world that you want to create for you, and then see how your world directly impacts the people around you. Directly. It will give them permission to start doing the same for themselves. Discover more of themselves. Feel into things for themselves. So by you doing it for you, you're actually indirectly giving permission to everyone around you. In the last few months, I have struggled. I have struggled with many different things, but most of all was the story that I had truly held onto as a child, that I must do something, fix something, be something for someone else to be worthy of a part of life. And through my spiritual journey, that story has come through and through and through in different ways. In different experiences with my family, in different experiences with my friends, in different experiences in life in general. And I had to sit with that discomfort. I had to tell myself, oh, this is when I said that to myself. This is the meaning I gave that experience. This is when I felt this way. And without making any of those feelings and stories wrong, I journaled. I journaled about how it has helped me so far in my life and how it has been limiting me so far in my life. Both can be true, both can be upheld. Our experiences can be liberating and can be limiting. The liberation in my experience was I felt great by helping others. Really, truly do still. But the energy that I'm coming from is not from I'm doing this because I want to feel worthy. It's like I'm doing this because it makes me feel good. Completely different reasoning, completely different ways of being, completely different ways of experiencing life. So for you, stop. Stop racing. This race of competing with the world, competing with others, competing with this, competing with that. Stop. Start understanding your inner landscape. Start understanding your thought patterns. Start understanding how you can make a shift for yourself. It is so easy to say all the things we don't want. It is harder to actually understand and know the things that you do want. So, what is it that you are looking for, thriving for, wanting, desiring? And if you've never had given yourself the freedom to think that way, right now is the best time to start. And the fact that you are still listening means that there is something inside of you that is calling you to lean in, to discover, to explore, to understand you for you. When we ask quality questions, we actually understand that we can be connected with everything and everyone and feel the oneness with everything, including nature, including animals, everything. And we also can stand strong on our own. You are a whole being, not a half being. You don't have to create another limb. What you get to do is discover you for you. What you get to do is to shift the paradigm, the story, the narrative of how life has been and what life could be. Start understanding your own spirituality, your own beingness, your own wholeness. You are whole. There's nothing you need to do to prove that to anything or anyone. And the more that you start leaning into knowing, discovering, understanding, exploring, being that curious child that loves to explore and discover, the more that you're going to understand that your individualism is going to bloom in the connectedness of everything, the connectedness to God, the connectedness to self, the connectedness to the stories and the inner landscape that you are building, then you get to bloom in the human that you already are. Asking you to create or learn something. I'm asking you to discover and play. Play can be fun. Play can be joyful. Play can be, ooh, I did not like this. Ooh, I like this. Let's play more. Let's discover more. Let's evoke that connectedness with you for you so that love can find you. Life can find you. I believe in you. You have all that is needed in this world to continue to discover and be the beautiful soul that you already are. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time. Thank you for listening. I hope this episode has helped you to feel less alone and finding tools towards a life which is overflowing with love and purpose. If you enjoyed the episode, please take a second to rate and review. Each review helps us to reach more individuals who are seeking healing and personal growth just like you. And don't forget to take a screenshot and share your aha moments on your Instagram stories and tag me, Sing Matina. See you next week. Take care.